she would. She'd come and sleep in our room. And wiggle worm. Oh my God. Trying to sleep with a 6-year-old. Kick. Keep still, child. For Christ's sakes.
Well, that's what they're like. You were like.
Oh, gee. Taylor boots you in the night.
Well, you used to boot me if I ever let you sleep with me when you were small. I sleep with my legs curled up and you used to kick me and say, put your legs straight. And I'm like, no, this is my bed. If I want my legs bent, I'll have them bent.
I haven't changed, have I?
No.
Put your legs straight, Sarah. Put your legs straight.
Why do you do that to him?
Yes.
Well, you used to do it to me.
It's so
You do it to me when you were about 8 years old.
You used to do it
You
to
said,
me,
Mummy, I want to sleep in your bed tonight. I don't feel well. Oh, okay. And then all night, put your legs straight, bossing me around in my
But you used to do it to me because you wanted to put the soles of your feet on the back of your legs to get
Try
them
that,
warm.
Pete. I haven't tried it yet. This is the
It's quite nice actually.
It's really.
Yeah.
I can't believe you still do that. Put your legs straight to people. People can't sleep with their legs straight. It's natural. It's natural to bend your legs when you sleep.
We should be able to microwave 5 minutes. Got to be room temperature, you know.
Oh, bless.
Warm, Liz.
Don't be a puto.
Put it on ice.
Yeah, it's can't dry, so.
Be Australian.
I don't need to do silly things like that to be Australian. I've got a passport.
Isn't it funny little things you pick up and you don't even realise what you picked up? It's like watching Simo's daughter. She's got so many of his traits and habits, even things that she does. If you look at her, you just think it's a Simo with a vagina. It's amazing.
Can we forget that thought?
Yeah,
Hurts
it's
it
pretty
a bit,
scary
that one.
actually, isn't
My
it?
daughter.
That's pretty scary. Charmaine's awesome though. Simo's daughter.
When I see you, and I've seen it for ages and ages, you do things, you do it completely naturally, and I know you've got it off me. And I go, huh? I'm not talking about things I've taught you, things that you've picked up, maybe a way you say something, or I think your wicked sense of humour comes from me, your dark side as well. But it's not something that's been consciously passed on. And I mean, it has been said so many times with Sammy, and you said it, I said, are you sure?
We didn't have a
Didn't have a
shake.
quick bang around the back alley in 1976, 77. Because I was actually in Brighton in 77.
Are you sure?
Because nobody could be that bad. But it is funny. I mean, I see with Carl, but with Carl, that's my son.
Carl looks like you.
Yeah, but it's inherited. The things that he's got off me is inherited because I only let him stay with me for 6 years. Until he...
Only let him.
Yeah, but I didn't want to spoil him too much, so I let his mother divorce me. No, but he spent those formative years with me. But after that, and there's so many things he does now. Wow, that's frightening. And it's like me or like my dad. But that's where he's
But
inherited.
he's not like you, though.
He is.
Carl's not like you. He's been with the same woman for years and years. He's been with the same woman like since he's
Okay, he's not perfect. I know. There's some
He's only
faults
ever
with him.
been with like one woman and he married her. I'm not saying he has only been with one woman, but he's been with the
And
same
had
woman.
your beautiful grandchildren.
He's been with the same woman for a hell of a long time. He hasn't been like flitting around and all the stuff.
As
Being
I
a
say, I wasn't
slut.
around to bring him up properly. And that's his mother.
How long has he been with Samantha?
Long time.
15 years, something like that.
Yeah, well, there you go. He's been with the same woman.
Okay, so
for
he's
a long
not
time.
perfect. You don't have to have a go at
He's
him.
been married. He's got two
He's
good
not a
children.
male slut.
No,
I've
he's
been
not.
married. I've been single.
And you've been
Single's
married
better.
again.
Single's better. And I
Yeah,
got
well,
married
he's
again.
only been married to one person, and he's still married to that one person.
He's not married to her.
He's married to Samantha.
No.
I thought they were married.
No. She wants to get married. He wants to divorce.
Oh, bloody Brookses.
Is he not married to
No,
Samantha?
it's a bugger. They had an argument when Kyle was born, the first one. I wanted Kyle because my son's called Carl Thomas Leslie Brooks. The Leslie comes from me, and my dad was called Leslie. And
But
Christine,
his real name's not Leslie, you know.
and his mother's father was called Thomas. So we included the names, as you do.
That's off your father.
So when the Leslie's off my dad, yeah, and the Thomas is off her father. So when his son was born, I said, well, it'd be nice to have a Leslie in there, keep the tradition going. You know, your dad's called Leslie, your granddad's called Leslie, you're called Leslie. And it became, he's called Kyle, can't remember his middle name, Brooks. I said, no, Leslie. He said, well, we had a discussion about it. He says, and she wanted to get married. But if she chose the names, she wanted to put it off for a bit. So it compromised, so there was no Leslie in there. She was wanting to get married, so.
I thought they were married.
No.
I've always thought they were married.
Nope.
I'd like to get an Anne in there somewhere with our kid's name.
So does she use? So does she use her
Anne.
maiden name?
What?
No,
Anne,
I
the
don't
name
know.
Anne for our kid's
No,
name
she used a
somewhere.
maiden name, yeah, Nannin.
Like
What is
Julianne.
it?
Nannin.
Oh,
N-A-N-Y-N.
what's the second name? Well,
N-A-N-I-N.
a bit different if it's a boy, but
Michael-Anne.
N-A-N-Y-N.
Nanny, that's a weird name.
I know.
Julianne and then.
I like. Well, I can't have Catherine Anne because that's actually what Mum is. But
You know what I wanted to call Carl?
Anne.
The boy. I wanted to call it, his first name I wanted to be Lloyd. So he could be known as Lloyd Leslie Brooks.
What?
because
Lloyd?
Nana was
No,
Anne.
Lloyd,
Well,
L-O-I-D.
Catherine Anne. I'm Samantha
So you could say I'm Lloyd Leslie Brooks.
And the only reason I'm called Joanne is the Joe from the Joseph and Anne from my Nana's side. Joanne.
Which is the same as Alyssa's middle name is Joanne as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Alyssa's middle name is Joanne. But Jackie had forgotten, and actually when she told me and she said, oh, I said, has she got a middle name? She said Joanne, and I said, oh, that's Sammy's, and she was like, oh shit. I
Oh,
remember her
thanks,
thinking-
Jackie.
Well, she was like, because she didn't remember, she just picked it out of the blue, but you had it because of Joe, your father, and
Anne, and your
your
middle
nana.
name,
Oh,
Anne.
I'd never
No,
heard that before.
you Nana.
Yeah, but you're Catherine Anne, aren't you?
Yes, but that's
Yeah.
after my mum.
Yeah. That's
So-
why I got the
I never
Joanne.
knew that, Gay.
I'll think of some names.
Yeah, that's why I got Joanne as my middle name.
Joanne was from Joe and Annie.
Joe
Yeah,
and
from
Mum.
Joseph
Yeah, I didn't know
and
that.
Nana, Annie. Yeah, Joanne.
I think of names for our kids as well.
You're not thinking of the
I'll-
names.
I'll be the
I already
teacher
know the
for it.
names of our children.
He's already decided. He's already told me, Sammy.
I'll be the
James
decider.
Peter
No, he told me Rupert.
and Charlotte. But it'll be Charlie. She'll be Charlie, but when I'm cross with her, she'll be Charlotte.
Joanne.
I haven't
Shalane,
thought
that's
of.
a nice name.
I haven't thought of middle
That's
names.
what I thought,
Oh
isn't
yeah,
it?
that's cruel.
He told
Why
me
don't you give
Rupert
him a lot of
definitely
middle
for a
names and he
boy.
can choose?
Yeah.
But I love Peter James. James Peter. Sorry, JP. Hey JP, how you going? James Peter. I love the name James. Not Jimmy. Not Jim. James.
Actually, we talked about that. You should name something like Alan Sims James Peter. Then it'd be Alan Sims JP.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Working on it.
I wanted Carl to
El
be called
Bastardo.
Lloyd. I wanted to be called Lloyd so he could say, oh, it's Lloyd Brooks.
Well, that's crap, and I'm glad your wife didn't let you get away with it. It's a load of shit, that was.
I like the name Charlotte. I like Madeline. I like Caitlin. I do like Catherine, but spelt with the C. But who knows? I'm probably going to just look at the little bump one day and just go, what do you look like? A
Greg.
bastard. No.
Greg.
Well, that's what Andy said. She said she had all these baby names written down. And she goes, and it wasn't until I held my baby girl that I thought, you're none of these names. You're a Taylor. Not a Taylor. Taylor.
H.
And I helped pick that name, didn't I? I helped her on the spelling with her. She's a Taylor. L-A-H.
Well, you would have been a Tara if it wasn't for your nana.
But it was because the dog was called Tara,
She
wasn't
knew,
it?
she worked at a nursing home at the time. Matron's dog was called Tara. She goes, oh, you can't call her that. It's a dog's name.
But you were going to call me Alexis too.
I was going to call you Alexa, or Tara, or Cassandra. But I was scared you'd get Sandra. I wanted you to have Cassie. But I had all these things. And then we argued, and
Actually, I'd like to have been a Cass.
her father said, if you don't make your mind up, I'll call her
No,
Carlsberg.
Can't see who's having
Regis
it.
Sandra.
Cassandra.
Oh,
Cassie.
okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cass.
Lager,
How you going?
yeah.
Hey, good man.
He
Was
said,
it
But on a Sammy.
what are we...
Danish or something?
Because he was doing the registering of the birth. He said, what's the name? And I said, I don't know. And he said, make your mind up, I'll put it down as Carlsberg. And I said, right, we'll have Samantha then.
My dad said that.
Yeah, Joe said that. He said
He's going to call me Carlsberg.
He said if I don't
Carlsberg McGeever.
make my mind up, he was going to put you down as Carlsberg,
Yeah, but you end up being called Carly.
which is one of the names I had anyway.
You
But
like that buffet?
Nice father. Yeah.
God help me.
yes, God help you.
Yes.
I'm with you there.
Need more than divine intervention.
Needs a lot more.
Yeah, you need his hand.
Nah, she's alright. You know, see, all those things I told you when you were a kid, I said, don't ever knock the spirits out of that one. I've regretted it a few times. She had so much spirit as a kid, and she was so naughty.
He's going, don't knock the spirit out of it. I'm going to knock the fucking spirit out of it.
I'm not going to spirit out of here.
Perhaps I should have said, knock a bit of the spirit out of that.
Oh God, there was so many times when I was supposed to really punch that spirit out.
Yes.
It's funny actually that she looked at the video of herself and said, oh my God, when I was a child I looked like I had ADD.
So nothing changed
They
there.
probably would
Nah.
have said that these days. They probably would have said, oh, put that kid on drugs, she's got ADD. But I just took it to be that she was full of energy and life and she was always tearing around on her bike and climbing trees and doing stuff. She was very, very lively.
7.7 standard drinks in that.
And you're drinking them all.
You're only allowed 28 in a week.
You'll sleep tonight.
But 7.7, that's right.
Well, at least it's a bit cooler tonight, so we'll all sleep.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nightmare last night, wasn't it?
Awful. Absolutely awful.
I'll sleep after this bloody stuff.
I wonder what the temperature was overnight last night.
25, something like that.
Oh, might have even been more of that than that, I think.
But I make most of it. I'm not going to get many more nights, anything over 5.
Yeah, this should be the end of the big one, eh?
5.
Should have been
He's going to 5.
Below.
You got to laugh, haven't you?
Yeah.
Don't bother me.
2 weeks' time,
Why
as
do,
far as it goes.
why do you want to live in a country like that? What is it? Do you wish you had a hole in your skull and try and find out?
That's not very nice.
Oh God. You got to be a little bit mental though, haven't you? Mental as anything.
Good group. Alright, I'll have to take Buffett home for tea. Well, she's not going to wake up in the morning for work. She'll be so grumpy.
Oh, I'll wake up.
Come on, darling, you ready?
I'll wake up and I'll be there.
You ready, mate?
Yeah, welcome to CGU. Yeah, and then.
You gotta
and
put a
then.
smile on your face.
And then.
Smile.
And then.
Smile.
If you say and then one more. And then.
You have to smile on the phone up.
Yeah, huh?
We have to go down.
Yeah.
Sims?
Yeah.
I love it, and then thing. It's so funny, isn't it?
What's that from?
It's some stupid film. Dude, where's my car?
Dude,
I
Where's My
showed it
Car?
to you.
Yeah.
He goes up to buy some stuff from like a takeaway place, and it's like this Chinese voice on the other end going. And he tells you what he wants, and he keeps saying and then, but he says it and then, and he just keeps going, and he's like, the order's over now, and he keeps going and then.
Dude, that's all. That's all we want. We just want a side of rice, this, that, da da da.